traditional methanol is made from natural gas, fossil gas. So that's not green because it comes from a fossil resource. Here, the resources are CO2 that comes from a biogenic source. It's electricity that comes from solar or wind, or could also be hydro, but we don't have much of that in Denmark, or other types of renewable energy. And the water is water. And those are the three ingredients that we use here. We add water to the electrolyzer, and the electricity will actually split the water atom, which is hydrogen and oxygen, and split that and separate hydrogen and oxygen. So we have pure hydrogen going to our process and pure oxygen going into the atmosphere. This is where the chemistry happens. It's where CO2 and hydrogen comes on gas form, then goes into the reactor just behind me, where we have catalyst in that makes it react to create methanol, or a mixture of methanol and water. And then from here it goes to some tanks, and from the tanks it goes to a distillation tower where we remove the water and any other impurities to make the pure methanol. The world market today is 100 million ton of methanol, and part of the consumers of that wants to green their supply chain. So it can be in shipping for fuel, which is actually new for methanol. That's even an additional use of methanol. It can be in plastics. It can be in all. I mean, methanol is probably the most common ingredient in a chemical industry today.
Around 2 years back, after we had all the permits in hand, we will look outside Denmark and start partnerships. We should electrify, and then we should electrify, and then we should electrify. And then in the very, very end, we have some hard to abate sectors which is very, very difficult to electrify. That is our focus. We are doing electrification every day. I mean, we have a global pipeline around 60 gigawatt of green generators in development right now, and we try to electrify whatever could be electrified. So that is the first, second, and third priority, and after that, the hard to abate sectors follow, and they will need some alternatives like e-methanol.
And for just as long we've all known, by successfully decarbonizing shipping, we're not only promoting our fight against climate change, we're also creating new supply chains, new industries, and thousands of new good jobs.
Given the electricity is green, the e-methanol is also green. But this is also a very energy demanding and therefore expensive technology. And we can get 5 times higher climate benefit from using the green electricity to power, for example, an electric car compared to using it for e-methanol. So shipping accounts for roughly 3% of global emission, and it's an important sector to start decarbonize now. As other sectors decarbonize, shipping will take up a larger proportion of the global emissions. So we need to do something. But we also need to do it wisely and spend our resources and capital effectively. And we are skeptical about combining CO2 and electricity to produce e-fuels, and would rather like them to be used separately to have a much higher climate benefit.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.